Hajime no Ippo. This sports anime is my favorite anime at this current moment in time. Yes, a sports anime about boxing is my favorite anime at this current moment in time. If you guys want to understand why I like Hajime no Ippo so much, if you guys want to understand why this series is my favorite anime, get that fried chicken and get that glorious ass Kool-Aid and sit them cheeks down, because you definitely know this UK Trotter Brother will be going ham on this video. So without further ado, let me just get on with it. The main reason why Hajime no Ippo is my favorite anime comes down to the fact that this series represents boxing in a great way. From telling us that styles make fights, from learning different strategies of how to beat an opponent, and also from referencing techniques from actual boxers, making boxers quote unquote canon to the series of Hajime no Ippo. And just to name a few, they've named the likes of Tommy the Hitman Hearns, they mentioned the likes of Mike Tyson, they mentioned the likes of Jack Dempsey, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. The list goes on and on and on. And that's the great thing about this series. A lot of the people that I've mentioned right now, a lot of people don't even know who they are. And that's what makes Ippo great. It gives you education on boxing, and it educates you on how styles make fights and how a fighter feels and thinks before a fight even happens. The preparation is great all the way up until fight night, and then you got the whole cycle of it having a great slice of life aspect. And the character Ippo is a pretty simple and straightforward character. Kid got bullied, went in the gym, and wanted to know what it was like to be strong. Stuff like that is pretty amazing in my personal opinion. The simplisticness of having a character that got bullied, that wanted to feel strong, went to a boxing gym, realized that he had potential to be great. Because one of the greatest things about all the great fighters that have boxed is a lot of them have heart. Heart is a major factor, and that's what Ippo has in the series. We also get an idea to see the mindset of a boxer even when they have lost a fight. I know in the beginning parts of Ippo was winning and winning and winning, and we also get to see how he copes when he is faced with a loss. A loss is one of those things that a lot of boxers fail to recover from, because when you're undefeated, when you've never lost before, and I've heard this said by many boxers in various interviews, they say that they feel a sense of invincibility. They feel like they can't lose. They feel like a loss is impossible. They feel like no one can beat them. They feel like this guy is unstoppable. But as the sport of boxing has shown, other than the likes of Floyd Mayweather and Rocky Marciano, a lot of fighters end up losing at some point. It may not be now, it may not be anytime soon, but when you're fighting the best opponents out there, when you're fighting styles that completely counter your style, there's going to be times where you will take losses on your record. And it's going to be all about how you bounce back from it. And Hajime no Ippo captures that in such an amazing fashion and in such an amazing way. And seeing all these stuff come together, seeing how we see Kamigawa protect Ippo from fighting Miyata, because he knows Miyata is a counter puncher, and a counter puncher is the perfect counter to Ippo's signature technique, which is called the Dempsey roll. And seeing stuff like that is pretty interesting, because we see in the boxing scene how Anthony Joshua has been seen as ducking Deontay Wilder, or we see Tyson Fury ducking Deontay Wilder because they don't want to feel that power. We get that sense of fighters being protected, and we get that sense of fighters avoiding to put themselves in any danger. We get a sense of people that are going for big paydays, and you get a sense of people that are going for legacy. That is one of the things that a lot of people need to understand about Hajime no Ippo. It goes through the minds of boxers, it goes through the backstory, it goes through how they got themselves into that position, how they use this to get them off the street. Because in reality, boxing is a poor man's sport. It's a poor man's sport, man, and that's how the sport has always been. And the fact that we're getting amazing fights that happens through this, the fact that we're getting great strategy through this, and the fact that we're getting a lot of tensed and amazingly animated moments, and also a great deal of slice of life. Stuff like that is one of the reasons why I like Hajime no Ippo. But I want to know what you guys think about this. What is your favorite anime? Mine is Hajime no Ippo. I like the fact that it represents boxing in the right way, and it also gives you that sense of hard work and determination, and it also shows you that you kind of need to push it to get yourself into that position. Another thing that I forgot to mention is making weight. A lot of these boxers struggle to make weight because they are fighting below their natural weight. So a lot of them have to put themselves under a lot of strain and pain in order to get down to the weight class or to the weight limit that they're in. We've seen that with the likes of Takamura when he's had to weight drain himself to reach a certain weight because he's naturally a bigger man. And that happens quite a lot in boxing, and we've seen that happen to the likes of James Toney, drained himself down to fight at middleweight, but really this guy should be fighting at least heavyweight or cruiserweight. I mean, James Toney drained that, and that's probably one of the main reasons why he has a disorder with his speech pattern, because you're draining liquids from your brain, and that is freaking dangerous. But that's just me giving you guys a little context of why I like Hajime no Ippo. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Yeah, let me just wrap up this video. So please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying. Please leave a like, really enjoy this video, and yeah, it's UK. Dr.blick will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.